Chosen one, pause everything right now. Stop scrolling, stop multitasking, stop letting the noise around you compete with what your spirit already knows. This moment carries urgency not because of fear, but because of divine timing. You are not hearing this by accident, and you are not watching this at random. The reason your heart feels tight, the reason your thoughts suddenly slowed or sharpened when these words began, is because something within you recognized the signal. There has been a shift in the air around you, a pressure you couldn't quite explain financially, emotionally, even physically. It wasn't anxiety. It wasn't imagination. It was alignment. Heaven was getting your attention before your circumstances caught up. This message is not here to scare you or rush you. It is here to confirm what you've already been sensing. You felt the change before you understood it, and now understanding is arriving. Divine timing does not shout, it presses. It nudges. It interrupts. And if you're here, it's because you responded to that interruption. The inner tension you've been carrying wasn't a warning of loss. It was the weight of something approaching. God often signals breakthrough by increasing awareness before increasing provision. That's why this moment feels charged. You are not behind schedule. You are not late. You are standing precisely where you were meant to be when this confirmation arrived. Nothing about your life is random right now. The timing, the message, even your attention is orchestrated. This is not coincidence layered with hope. This is confirmation layered with purpose. What you're about to hear explains why the pressure came before the proof, why the stirring came before the signal, and why your spirit was alerted before your world changed. Stay here. This moment matters more than you realize. What you've been sensing is not just about money, yet it is connected to provision. This is a divine alert, and it always arrives spiritually before it manifests physically. Earthly notifications come through screens, sounds, and numbers, but divine signals come through awareness, intuition, and inner knowing. That's why your spirit felt it before your bank ever could. God does not rely on institutions to communicate his intentions. He uses them only to express what he has already decided. You didn't need a balance update to know something was shifting. You felt it in your restlessness, in the way your thoughts kept circling back to provision, stability, and breakthrough. That wasn't fear, it was preparation. When God is about to move something tangible, he alerts the intangible first. He speaks to the part of you that can hear without proof. That's why sleep may have been lighter, dreams more vivid, emotions more sensitive. Your inner world was being tuned to a frequency that external systems cannot detect. This alert did not come through logic, because logic would have argued with it. It came through spirit because spirit recognizes truth without evidence. God communicates beyond banks, beyond systems, beyond approval chains. He sends awareness before arrival, so you're not shocked by the blessing, but ready for it. The divine alert explains the internal shift you've been feeling, the sense that something is about to change without knowing exactly how. This isn't guesswork. It's alignment. You are picking up on a signal that originates beyond time and process. The reason it came this way is because what's coming cannot be delayed, denied, or misunderstood when it appears. Your spirit needed to know first so your faith would not be shaken when the physical catches up. This alert is clarity, not confusion. It's insight, not illusion. And now that you understand what it is, you can stop questioning yourself. You weren't imagining it. You were receiving it. What looked like delay was never denial. It was protection. There are blessings that cannot be released the moment you ask for them, because timing determines safety. God withheld nothing to punish you. He held it to preserve both the gift and the giver. Divine withholding is not rejection, it's refinement. What you were waiting on was being guarded from contamination, from premature exposure, from landing in your life before you were fully ready to carry it without confusion or fear. God prepares provision, but He also prepares the person. That's why the waiting seasons stretched longer than expected. Not because heaven hesitated, but because heaven was precise. The exact moment of release was ordained long before you felt the pressure. Every delay aligned something: your discernment, your patience, your maturity, your clarity. You weren't being tested for endurance. You were being shaped for responsibility. There are blessings that collapse people who aren't prepared for their weight. God waited because what's coming is stable, sustainable, and significant. This is the transition point, the shift from waiting to receiving. The internal resistance you felt recently wasn't frustration. It was the signal that the hold was lifting. Divine timing doesn't announce itself loudly. It loosens quietly, then moves suddenly. And now you are standing at the edge of that movement. What was once inaccessible is becoming available. What was locked is opening without force. The season where nothing moved externally is ending because everything has already moved internally. This is the moment when patience meets promise. You are not stepping into something rushed or reckless. You are stepping into something protected, timed, and fully authorized. The waiting season served its purpose. The release season has begun. As the release draws near, awareness sharpens. That's why you've noticed patterns, repeating numbers, familiar phrases, unexpected thoughts, vivid dreams, or subtle nudges that didn't come from logic. These are not random coincidences. They are signals designed for those who are listening. Your sensitivity to atmosphere has increased. Conversations around you feel heavier or lighter. Certain places suddenly drain you while others energize you. You may feel peace and pressure at the same time, calm in your spirit, urgency in your awareness. That dual sensation is alignment, not anxiety. Anxiety agitates without direction. Alignment presses with purpose. Your internal alert system activates before manifestation because the spirit realm moves faster than the natural one. This is why you felt something was happening even though nothing had changed yet. The body reacts last. The spirit responds first. If this were anxiety, it would bring confusion, fear, and panic. Instead, you feel expectation, anticipation, and an unshakable knowing. Alignment brings clarity, not chaos. You're not spiraling, you're sharpening. You're not unsettled, you're tuning in. God often communicates through symbols, patterns, and impressions because they bypass resistance and speak directly to awareness. These signs are not meant to distract you. They are meant to prepare you. They are reminders that something has already been set in motion. When you feel both calm and alert, it's because your spirit recognizes what your mind is still processing. This is what spiritual awareness feels like when a promise is approaching fulfillment. The signs are increasing because the distance between intention and manifestation is closing. Trust what you're sensing. Discern the difference between fear and focus. You are not losing balance. You are gaining clarity. This moment is bigger than money. Money is only the expression, not the essence. What's shifting is your identity, from someone waiting for provision to someone trusted to carry it. You are not being given something foreign. You are stepping into something that matches who you are becoming. You are the vessel, the steward, the carrier. Banks measure numbers, but they cannot measure capacity, wisdom, or spiritual readiness. That's why this pressure came before the provision. It was shaping authority. Pressure is not punishment. It's preparation. Scarcity thinking breaks before divine authority forms. You are no longer positioned as someone hoping to receive. You are positioned as someone assigned to manage, multiply, and distribute. This shift rewires how you see yourself. You're not asking if you deserve it anymore. You're understanding why you were chosen. Wealth tied to purpose behaves differently. It doesn't destabilize you. It strengthens you. The tension you felt was your identity expanding to make room for what's coming. Old limitations are shedding because they cannot coexist with new responsibility. You're moving from survival mode into stewardship mode. That's why fear has less grip on you now. That's why doubt doesn't linger like it used to. Authority replaces anxiety when identity aligns with assignment. You are not chasing increase. Increase is responding to alignment. This is what it means to carry wealth rather than pursue it. The moment you stop seeing yourself as lacking is the moment provision recognizes you as ready. This shift is internal first, external second. And once identity changes, everything else must follow. Something has already been approved. Not pending. Not under review. Approved. The transaction was completed in the spiritual realm before you ever saw evidence in the natural. That's how divine order works. Heaven authorizes, earth reflects. Supernatural systems are already syncing with earthly systems, aligning pathways you don't see yet. There is no interference possible because the decision didn't originate with people. There is no sabotage because the release bypasses opposition. There is no reversal because divine approval doesn't expire. God is the source. Banks are merely the expression. Institutions do not decide your provision, they display it. What has been spiritually released cannot be blocked by process or policy. This is why the shift feels inevitable. You're not hoping something happens. You're recognizing that it already has. The natural world is catching up to a spiritual reality that's already in motion. When God approves something, the only delay is visibility, not validity. That's why your confidence feels quieter now. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to convince anyone. You're resting in the certainty that what's authorized must appear. Spiritual transactions don't bounce. They don't fail due to insufficient funds. They are backed by promise, not probability. This approval didn't depend on your performance. It responded to alignment. That's why it feels solid. That's why fear doesn't stick. Heaven has cleared it. Earth will confirm it. Staying until the end matters, because attention is alignment. Engagement is not superstition. It is agreement. When you speak, write, or affirm something in faith, you position yourself consciously with what's already happening spiritually. Writing your wishes, saying amen, aligning your intention, these are acts of participation, not manipulation. Collective faith creates momentum. Agreement amplifies awareness. You are not convincing God. You are synchronizing yourself. Activation happens when awareness becomes intentional. That's why engagement feels powerful. It moves you from passive observation to conscious alignment. This is not ritual, it's recognition. When you affirm what your spirit already knows, you reinforce readiness. Faith is not about forcing outcomes. It's about receiving them without resistance. Participation doesn't create the blessing. It clears the pathway. When many align at once, the spiritual atmosphere responds with acceleration. This is how ripples form. This is how momentum builds. You are not required to understand every mechanism. You are invited to agree with the movement. Activation simply means you stop standing at the edge and step into alignment intentionally. That's when awareness becomes expectation, and expectation becomes readiness. The natural confirmation will be unmistakable. Financial movement will appear as visible evidence of what's already settled. Deposits, approvals, transfers, opportunities, some sudden, some unexpected, all carrying the same signature, peace. Systems will shift without logical explanation because logic didn't initiate the movement. When provision arrives with peace, you'll recognize it instantly. It won't shock you. It will feel familiar. That's the déjà vu effect. Your spirit has already experienced it. The manifestation won't feel foreign. It will feel remembered. You may even wonder why you're calm when you should be overwhelmed. That calm is confirmation. What arrives in alignment doesn't disrupt. It stabilizes. This isn't chaos disguised as blessing. It's order revealing itself. The natural world will simply echo what your inner world already accepted. That's why this moment feels inevitable. You're not bracing for impact. You're prepared for arrival. When the evidence shows up, you'll know it didn't come from hustle. It came from alignment. And that difference changes everything. This provision is tied to destiny, not ego. It's meant to heal patterns, not inflate identity. You are stepping into a role: provider, stabilizer, distributor. Cycles break when responsibility meets readiness. You are prepared through waiting so abundance wouldn't confuse you. Fear dissolves when purpose is clear. You're not wondering what to do with increase. You already know. That clarity is proof of readiness. Wealth without purpose destabilizes. Wealth with purpose empowers. You're carrying this without panic because your spirit recognizes its assignment. Waiting wasn't wasted time. It was training. This is not about indulgence. It's about impact. You are not overwhelmed because you were shaped for this weight. Responsibility doesn't scare you anymore. It fits you. As this settles, your environment will respond. Conversations shift. Invitations appear. Treatment changes subtly. People sense something different without understanding why. Doors open without force. Momentum replaces stagnation. Life recalibrates itself around the blessing. You don't chase alignment. Alignment reorganizes around you. Resistance fades because authority is present. Flow replaces friction. This isn't performance, it's positioning. When internal alignment stabilizes, external circumstances comply. You're not pushing, you're allowing. That ease is evidence. This is how momentum feels when it's divinely driven. The old season is closing, lack, delay, silence. The dry period served its purpose and is officially complete. You don't need validation because clarity has replaced confusion. God's timing reveals itself as perfect only in hindsight, and now you see it. Survival mode ends here. Overflow begins not as excess, but as sufficiency with margin. You are no longer waiting for signs. You are walking in confirmation. Closure doesn't always announce itself. It resolves quietly. And this resolution feels final. The transition is complete. This alert is evidence, not potential. Fulfillment is unfolding now. Receive with expectancy, not tension. This is only the first wave. Momentum has started, and momentum builds. Everything has changed because it already has. You didn't miss it. You didn't imagine it. You are standing inside a fulfilled decision. What was promised is appearing. What was authorized is manifesting. Stay aligned. Stay aware. The shift is permanent.